Tonight at 10, it's the end of an era in Green Bay. We take a look at what the Aaron Rodgers trade means for the team's future. Plus, from in the shadows of Rodgers to QB1, we'll show you Jordan Love's journey to the spotlight and breaking down Rodgers' new team as he looks to lead the Jets to their first playoff appearance in over a decade.
With more reporters in more neighborhoods across Northeast Wisconsin, this is NBC 26 News with Nina Sperano.
Thanks for being here at 10. It is the end of an era in Titletown. After months of speculation, Aaron Rodgers is now on his way to the Big Apple. Multiple reports say the Packers and Jets have agreed to a deal that will send the four-time MVP to New York. A trade has not yet been finalized, but Packers general manager Brian Gutekunst says he expects it to go through later this week. Sports director Brandon Kennard joins me in studio now. Brandon, many people were pointing to later this week for this to happen, so why now?
Well, it caught us by surprise today as well. All the local media was sitting at the Packers media room waiting for Brian Gutekunst's standard pre-draft press conference, you know, talking about what prospects they might like, things like that. Then about 15 minutes before that, somebody suddenly said, Rodgers just got traded. So that drastically changed the tone of that interview, as you can imagine. Instead of talking draft, now we're talking Rodgers. Those two things tying together a little bit as well. Really, though, as far as why now, it's because the I's have got to be dotted, the T's have got to be crossed when a player gets drafted. Rodgers still has to pass a physical before the trade could be finalized. So really, this is not something that could have happened during the draft, Thursday or Friday. It takes time to process a trade involving a player and make it official. This gives them a jump start on that. Now, the Packers got a pretty good haul back here. The team swapped first-round picks, so the Packers move up 2 spots to 13. The Jets down 2 to 15. In addition, Green Bay also gets a second-round pick and a sixth-round pick this year, and a conditional pick next year that becomes a first-rounder if Rodgers plays 65% of the Jets' snaps in 2023. So basically, as long as he doesn't get hurt. The Jets get back, obviously, Rodgers, also the Packers' 5th-round pick, in addition to that 15th pick in the pick swap. This gives Brian Gutekunst a lot of extra draft capital to work with this weekend.
That's part of the National Football League, you know, so great players are going to come, they're going to go.
Brian Gutekunst couldn't confirm the trade, but the Packers GM definitely acknowledged the franchise icon is on his way out.
You know, we've been working on this for a while, and to get beyond the draft, I think would have been tough for both teams. Both
sides wanted a deal done now. The Jets want to bring Rodgers into their building as soon as possible. The Packers wanted the draft capital to add talent around Jordan Love. Right now, Green Bay's roster lacks depth, so these picks are crucial to continue to build a competitive team.
Certainly over the past 3, 4 years, where we've kind of done some things that we normally haven't done to kind of really chase something, has put us in a spot where right now the draft picks that are heading up last year and this year, very important for us.
The trade includes a first-round pick swap, with the Packers moving up to 13. That puts them now ahead of the Patriots, another team that could be in the market for a wide receiver.
If I were to do that, I wouldn't be doing it. I'd be doing it because I thought it was important.
And while this move might seem like it's sending the Packers into a rebuild, Gutekunst insists they're still looking to compete. In fact, with the added draft capital and a new quarterback that they believe in, this could make them better.
We were 8-9 last year. You know what I mean? So we're trying to get better. You know what I mean? So I think that's important.
This just made the draft that much more interesting, and we're adjusting our draft specials as we speak. You can catch myself and John Miller Wednesday and Thursday this week for On the Clock. We'll get you set for the weekend with insightful interviews, expert analysis, and, as always, our annual mock draft. It's our On the Clock specials Wednesday and Thursday at 6:30. Now that that's all behind us, let's take a moment to reflect on the career of one of the greatest Packers of all time. From start to finish, Aaron Rodgers was nothing if not entertaining, and let's be honest, a little dramatic at times. Here's a look back at how it all went from beginning to end.
With the 24th selection in the 2005 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Aaron Rodgers, quarterback of California.
That one sentence changed the course of Packers history. But it didn't happen overnight. The first-round pick had to sit 3 years behind Brett Favre. before he finally got his chance.
I am officially retiring from the NFL.
Well, he didn't actually retire, but that's another story. On this one, we stay with the Packers, who moved on with number 12.
We want to be fair to Brett, number one, for what he's meant to the organization. But we also are looking out for the long-term best interests of the organization.
But it certainly wasn't a clean break.
Why would you want a quarterback like Rodgers, who the only place he's going to take you to is the toilet bowl, and then you got Brett Favre, who will take you to the Super Bowl?
I'm just saying, we're not going to talk about that today.
And what do you think is going to happen?
I love the fact that you're a Packer fan.
What do you think is going to happen?
It didn't take Rodgers long to prove those doubters wrong. And then some.
Aaron Rodgers. Oh, boy. Touchdown. Corey Hall.
Within 3 years, Rodgers led the Packers to their 13th NFL championship.
As a kid, I always wanted to obviously win a Super Bowl. And now I got one. It's kind of like, now what? Like, let's go get another one.
Despite talks of a dynasty, it never happened. That quarterback went on to win 4 MVPs, but also suffered 4 NFC championship losses.
Seattle's going to the Super Bowl.
2 under Mike McCarthy and 2 more with Matt LaFleur, who played a big role in Rodgers' late career renaissance.
I'd like to thank Matt LaFleur and his perfectly groomed eyebrows.
Though maybe not as big a role as the motivation stemming from this moment.
The Green Bay Packers select Jordan Love.
Since then, the last few years have been, how should I put this, kind of weird.
Let me see if I can. Oh, there's no lesions whatsoever.
He's a complicated fella, so I'll just say that.
My future is a beautiful mystery, I think. The present is such a gift.
But it's clear that draft pick changed the course of Rodgers' career, and he's been thinking about his future ever since. Now the next chapter has arrived for both Rodgers and the Packers, for better or for worse.
18 years, man.
It's a long time.
That's always going to be home.
And here is your first look at Rodgers in a Jets uniform, a Photoshop here from ESPN. They have him wearing number 8, which is what he wore in college. The Jets have number 12 retired for Joe Namath. And while Namath has offered it to Rodgers, it looks like the quarterback will look to create his own legacy in the Big Apple. Brandon Kinnard, NBC 26 Sports.
A lot of fans are reacting to news that Aaron Rodgers is being traded to the Jets. We go to Waupun now, where our Margaret Cahill is talking to Packers fans.
Across Wisconsin, Packers fans are reacting to the news of Aaron Rodgers being traded to the Jets. And 70 miles from Lambeau Field at this Waupun sports bar, fans tell me that they'll miss Rodgers, but it might be time for a change.
Like all good things, they must come to an end.
He was ready. I think he was ready to move on. It's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he won us a Super Bowl in 2011. You know, it's like, that's our guy now, you know, and he's one of the highest rated quarterbacks ever to come out, you know. And so losing a guy like that, it hurts.
Obviously, he's going to go down probably in Packer history as the best one to do it in the position. But unfortunately, it's the NFL and things change and things got to move on and the old got to go out, the new got to come in. So I think it's inevitable. It's going to happen.
He did very well for Green Bay, and we're happy about that. But it's time to let some new people in there. We have high hopes for the new people.
And fans say they hope quarterback Jordan Love can continue on the Packers' winning legacy.
Been watching the Packers since my first time was going to the Ice Bowl back when I was a kid. So I've been watching the Packers ever since. And there's always that changing of the guard, and hopefully Love does a nice job.
In Waupun, I'm Margaret Cahill, NBC 26.
Coming up tonight, we take you to Appleton, where Governor Evers highlighted the state's Get Kids Ahead initiative.
Since 1926, Ryan Funeral Home and Crematory has served De Pere and our surrounding communities. When the time is right, let us know how we can help you and your family. Thoughtful service sincerely rendered. Ryan Funeral Home and Crematory, De Pere.
Hey, Dad. What's the ocean like? Are there animals? about living underwater? Is the ocean warm?
Yeah, it can be very warm.
You were made to remember some days forever. We were made to help you find the best way there.
Hey, man, you could save hundreds for safe driving with Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance.
So you only pay for what you need. Woo! We gotta go again.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
I got a call from some scammer who had the nerve to ask for my Medicare number. I was not born yesterday.
When someone asked for my Medicare number in a text, I knew it was a scam.
Nice catch.
And your mother knew it wasn't a real email.
Go, Mom.
I don't share my Medicare number with strangers.
If you get a call, text, or email asking for your Medicare or personal information,
delete.
Shut it down.
Nope.
Learn more at medicare.gov/fraud.
With Flonase, allergies don't have to be scary. Spraying Flonase daily gives you long-lasting, non-drowsy relief. Psst, psst. Flonase, all good.
With the majority of my patients with sensitivity, I see irritated gums and weak enamel. Sensodyne sensitivity gum and enamel relieves sensitivity, helps restore gum health, and rehardens enamel. I'm a big advocate of recommending things that I know work.
You are a friend, a neighbor, a family at heart. We are Gruber Law Offices, your ally and your advocate. If you've been injured in a trucking accident, you need Gruber Law Offices to fight for you. One call, that's all.
Hey, I'm Jared. And I'm Mike, and we're Blue Badger Home Buyers. We buy houses for cash. We're the local guys in your neighborhood, helping families get a fair cash offer. We'll buy anything, anywhere. Inherited houses, foreclosures, bad renter, or vacant houses. Even land, duplexes, small apartment buildings, and commercial properties. All with no repairs, no commission. And no hassle. Turn that unwanted property into cash. Call now for a fair, all-cash offer. Call 920-214-0000. That's 920-214-0000.
Since 1926, Ryan Funeral Home and Crematory has served De Pere and our surrounding communities. When the time is right, let us know how we can help you and your family. Thoughtful service sincerely rendered. Ryan Funeral Home and Crematory, De Pere.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland, featuring the 3-degree guarantee.
After a weekend with highs only in the 40s, we kicked off the new work week with highs only in the 40s, about 10 to 15 degrees below normal for this time of year. And as far as the cool air is concerned, there's really no end in sight. Here's your temperature outlook, which takes us through the first week of May. And overall, temperatures are going to average below normal for this time of year. Here's the next 7 days leading up to that graphic I just showed you. 59 on Thursday, that's where we should be this time of year. 63 on Friday, that's slightly above. Besides that, temperatures will be below normal across the area 5 of the next 7 days. This evening, we are looking at some scattered showers out there, mainly rain showers, but a few wet snowflakes are still mixing in from time to time. We have now had snow falling here in the Fox Valley 7 of the last 8 days, and we could make it 8 out of 9 tomorrow. The potential is certainly there. For the most part now, as we head deeper into the night, any lingering showers will pretty much come to an end, but they will fire up once again on Tuesday. We've got a trough of low pressure moving through eastern Wisconsin. It's our main weather maker, and it is moving very slow. In fact, it's going to be in a very similar position tomorrow. That's why tomorrow is going to be a lot like today. You can see temperatures across Wisconsin and Minnesota running well below normal for this time of year. It's hard to believe we were in the 70s and 80s about a week and a half ago, but now we're looking at conditions that are obviously much, much cooler across the area. Gusty northeast winds tomorrow, between 10 and 20 miles per hour. That northeast wind coming in off the bay and the lake, keeping temperatures below normal. Normal high, pretty close to 60. Look for lower to mid-40s right near the shoreline of Lake Michigan. 44 in Algoma, 43 in Two Rivers, 49 in Neenah, 50 in Marion. Markesan, probably the warm spot, coming in at 51 tomorrow. Skycast shows a mixture of sunshine and some clouds tomorrow morning. And yeah, maybe a couple of snow showers or flurries. As we heat up, mid to upper 40s by the afternoon, we'll have a chance for some rain showers, although a wet snowflake or some sleet could mix in. And then as temperatures drop again tomorrow night, everything goes back over to some snow showers or flurries, which could linger into Wednesday. Sun and clouds mixing with that chance for a couple of April showers. Temperatures on Wednesday in the mid to upper 40s, still about 10 degrees below normal for late April. So tonight, the clouds breaking up a bit. A lingering shower once we get past midnight. Overnight lows will be in the lower half of the 30s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies. We'll have a chance for a couple of showers, a wet snowflake, but mainly raindrops are likely. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 40s. My 3-degree guarantee for tomorrow is 48. If I can hit that high within 3 degrees, we will donate $100 to Aspiro. And we did that on Friday, the last day I had to forecast the 3-degree guarantee. I forecast 58. The actual high temperature was 55 degrees. So on Wednesday, a chance for a shower, but generally more sunshine and a touch warmer. Sun and clouds on Thursday, but yeah, a chance for a few April showers, upper 50s. Lower 60s on Friday. That's the warmest day out of the next 7. Chance for some showers, and then showers becoming likely on Saturday. Periods of rain Sunday, and then maybe a wet snowflake as we move into May, a week from today.
Still ahead at 10, a shooting in Neenah leaves shockwaves in a quiet neighborhood. Details on what happened after the break.
Hi, I'm Brian from Auto Aces. Welcome to Coffee Talk. Original equipment manufacturers have a specific fluid for your car. Make sure you take the time to put back in exactly what came out. See you next time on Coffee Talk.
It's pouring down savings at McMahon's of Luxembourg. Take advantage of our great deals on American-made bedroom sets from Wolfcraft. We also have a huge selection of Lazy Boy recliners with over 100 in stock. Check out the rest of our showroom full of tables, sectionals, TV stands, and more. Can't fit it in your car? Well, we have free delivery across Northeast Wisconsin. Come visit the spring sale at McMahon's of Luxembourg, where the best home for our furniture is yours.
We're reinventing our network
with smarter, more efficient routes, so you can deliver more value to your customers.
Fast, reliable, perfectly orchestrated. The United States Postal Service.
I'm Jim Pitts of Sigmund Janssen. Have you heard of the latest insurance practice called swoop and settle? It's when insurance companies swoop in immediately after an accident, pressuring car accident victims to settle for their lowball offer, sometimes costing you and your family thousands of dollars. Be careful when talking to the insurance company after an accident. Even a recorded statement may be enforced. Don't be a victim. Call us for a free consultation. Sigmund Janssen, your first call.
This is our latest hearing aid, packed with 20th century technology. Why beige? To blend in. You're behind your ear. You know, so it's almost invisible.
You mean like this?
How did you do that?
No man, no woman, no one left behind. For the VFW, it's a credo that stands long after our fighting days are over, because our service never stops. We're still serving, which is why we pledge to help our own, no matter where they are or when they need us. We're here for student veterans with scholarships and helping with GI Bill benefits. We're providing grants for our brothers and sisters in arms who need a leg up. We're a nationwide network, helping veterans file for the compensation and benefits they've earned, and standing by them till they get what they deserve. Whether it's here or abroad, we're committed to making life better for veterans, standing in lockstep with those who stood so courageously for everyone else. It's what makes us the VFW.
Hi, I'm Brian from Auto Aces. Welcome to Coffee Talk. Tire puncture repair, there's this way and then there's the right way. This is a patch plug. Patches the inside of the tire and also plugs the hole. See you next time on Coffee Talk.
Now to Neenah, where neighbors are concerned about their safety after reports of a shooting. Your Neenah neighborhood reporter Darby McCarthy talked to one mother who says she feels uneasy.
You never expect it to be this close. Like right next door. It's like maybe 12 feet away.
Samantha Beavers lives next door to an apartment where police say someone was shot Sunday night around 8:30. Many first heard about the shooting on social media. Witnesses said they saw the victim in this parking lot outside of Marco's Pizza on Commercial Street. But that was where the victim ended up, and not where the victim was shot. Police have not released the condition of the victim, but Beavers said the incident has shaken her sense of safety.
You think it's safe, and then something shows that it's not as safe as you think. That it can happen really close to your door.
The bullet holes in her wall make it hard to think of her home the same way.
It was pretty scary. I've lived here for 3 years, and that has never happened here.
They say a person of interest has been detained and the public is not in danger. Reporting in Neenah, Darby McCarthy, NBC 26.
Governor Evers visited Appleton today to highlight the state's Get Kids Ahead initiative. Governor Evers is proposing $270 million in permanent, ongoing funding for the initiative, which was created last year to expand school-based mental health services.
A lot of it has to do with making sure that the atmosphere is positive and you're reinforcing positive messages on a regular basis. I mean, clearly the pandemic has shown that the kids are suffering across our country.
Some of the funding is also for hiring and training staff in hopes of increasing the workforce. Coming up in sports, we have more on the Aaron Rodgers trade to the Jets, plus the Bucks hit the floor in Miami for a must-win Game 4. Sports director Brandon Kinnard is in next.
Had enough? No, arthritis. Here, Aspirin arthritis. Huh. Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation. Thank the gods. Don't thank them too soon.
Kick pain in the Aspirin.
When it's go time, I don't let constipation stop me.
Great tasting Dulcolax Chewy Fruit Bites work naturally with the water in your body in as little as 30 minutes. So you can go fast, go gently, and go on with life. Dulcolax Chewy Fruit Bites put you comfortably in control.
Gruber Law Offices will come to you.
Wait, how many times do I have to come back?
Personal call, too many appointments. You should have gone to North Star Dental.
Dr. Pete and his team have experience, and with today's technology, can do more dentistry in just one visit.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pete Haley from North Star Dental, and dental implants should last a lifetime. Whether you need a single tooth replacement or a full mouth reconstruction, you can get it all done here under one roof.
North Star Dental, changing your life by changing your smile.
I'm Elizabeth with iBuyWI.com, Wisconsin's easiest way to sell your property. We're locally owned and operated, and we keep it traditional. If you call our number, you're going to be talking to our local team. With iBuyWI.com, we'll buy your property in as-is condition with no inspections, no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. You can even choose your closing date. Give us a call for your free, no-obligation offer 24 hours a day. That's iBuyWI.com.
About your accident, we have something for you. Just tap here. We know the amount seems low, but this is what your case is worth. Just click here. We understand you can't work. Click the bottom. You want more. You called a lawyer. The law offices of Hupy and Abraham. You weren't gonna click that, were you?
Tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham, voted best personal injury law firm.
3 Degree Guarantee has raised more than $225,000 for Northeast Wisconsin nonprofits. Each time Cameron accurately forecasts the temperature within 3 degrees, we donate $100. Our spring partner is Aspiro. Aspiro provides support for those with special needs, including employment opportunities, social activities, and many other vital services. NBC 26 is proud to support their dedication to ensuring members of our neighborhoods live fulfilling lives. Tune in to NBC 26 News featuring Cameron Moreland's 3 Degree Guarantee.
You want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. On every screen in your life. We are broadcasters. Always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Every day on Court TV.
We've got a lot to get to.
Witness the raw emotion.
This is ridiculous.
Live inside the courtroom.
I could have said that
I was guilty a long time ago.
Court TV, your front row seat to justice.
This month on Grit.
I've got what you might consider a weakness. Why are you following me? Do you really think you could buy me off? In a 10 short. Seems reasonable.
Watch it, watch it.
This car is so nice.
Whoa.
You ready? Let's go.
2 minutes, Blake Smith.
Watch out. Here we go.
It all comes down to profit.
Now, sports with Brandon Kinnard.
As the old saying goes, you got to lose 2 to win in 6, right? So if the Bucks want to fulfill another Bucks in 6 prophecy, then they've got to beat the Heat 3 straight times. A crucial Game 4 down in Miami. Good news for the Deer. Giannis back in the fold after missing the last 2, and he comes out working on the baseline, throws down a reverse jam. Bucks up 7-zip early. Late in the third, Milwaukee building a double-digit lead. Middleton misses the tray, gets his own rebound, drives inside, and scores it from up close. Milwaukee up double digits. Here comes Miami, though. Jimmy Butler got hot. Heat are down only 2 with about a minute to go, and here is Jimmy Bucket. Snipes in the 3 to give his team the lead. Bucks trying to come back. Drew Holiday, though, loses the ball, picked up by Kyle Lowry. Here's Butler again, weaving his way down court. That layup doesn't go, but he did hit both free throws to finish off a 56-point performance. That's the most in Heat playoff history. Dwayne Wade, who's that? Jimmy Butler holds that record now. Miami wins it 119-114 to go up 3-1 in the series. Next up, the Bucks return to Fiserv Forum on Wednesday night. That's an 8:30 tip-off as they look to stave off elimination. Historically, teams that are down 3-1 in a series come back to win it less than 5% of the time. Continuing our Aaron Rodgers coverage now, the Packers quarterback jetting off to New York with a chance to follow in the footsteps of some other Hall of Fame quarterbacks. This seems to be becoming more common in recent years. All-time greats who spend the twilight of their career with a new team. Joe Montana in the early 90s with the Chiefs, some mild success, a Pro Bowl, led him to an AFC championship. Similarly for Brett Favre with the Jets and then the Vikings, a couple of Pro Bowls, had the Vikings on the brink of the Super Bowl in 2009. And then more recently, Peyton Manning and Tom Brady each won Super Bowls with their new teams. Manning with the Broncos in 2015, Brady with the Bucks in 2020. Manning also winning an MVP in 2013. Rodgers earlier this offseason, remember, said he feels he could still win an MVP award in the right situation. That's all for sports. We'll be back to wrap up the show right after this.
Blitz. Rodgers gets out. Floats it. Cobb. Touchdown.
Some of us are out to win in a big way. Others just want to win the moment. And for others, simply digging in the garden is a win. But for all of us, the small victories make life better. And none of us wins alone. When we deal with setbacks, it takes a team, an extraordinary team, to help us heal like a pro. For your bones, muscles, joints, and everything else that makes life move, there's only Bellin Health. Welcome to your healthiest life.
3 Degree Guarantee has raised more than $225,000 for Northeast Wisconsin nonprofits. Each time Cameron accurately forecasts the temperature within 3 degrees, we donate $100. Our spring partner is Aspiro. Aspiro provides support for those with special needs, including employment opportunities, social activities, and many other vital services. NBC 26 is proud to support their dedication to ensuring members of our neighborhoods live fulfilling lives. Tune in to NBC 26 News featuring Cameron Moreland's 3 Degree Guarantee.
It's pouring down savings at McMahon's of Luxembourg. Take advantage of our great deals on American-made bedroom sets from Wolfcraft. We also have a huge selection of Lazy Boy recliners with over 100 in stock. Check out the rest of our showroom full of tables, sectionals, TV stands, and more. Can't fit it in your car? Well, we have free delivery across Northeast Wisconsin. Come visit the spring sale at McMahon's of Luxembourg, where the best home for our furniture is yours.
I'm a hairdresser. I'm a beauty expert. I'm Ken Pavis. I grew up really insecure. My mom was always there for me and always reminded me and told me that I was enough. I always dressed her up. Today, it's just a little bit different. We received a phone call confirming that my mom had ALS. It really felt like, to me, a death sentence, so we avoided it until now. I'm grateful that it's me that gets to be with her every step of the way. It's so beautiful, my mommy. My mom and I have learned to find happiness in ALS. It makes me realize even more what it could never take away from her. And that's her spirit, her inner beauty, and her strength. And the act of finding and recognizing beauty together is still there. I love you, Mama. Together we can end ALS.
Scripps Media, Inc. is an equal employment opportunity employer and is dedicated to providing broad outreach regarding job vacancies at our stations. We seek the help of local organizations in referring qualified applicants to our station. Organizers that wish to receive our vacancy information should direct candidates to our website to view the positions under the Careers tab.
Aaron Rodgers was number 12. He won 4 MVPs. 4 times 12 equals the high temperature tomorrow in Green Bay. 48 degrees with a few April showers.
I love the weather math. It all makes sense. But I'll imagine, I wouldn't have imagined this would go down today. Did not think the day would go like this.
In retrospect, it makes sense because they've got to, dot the I's, cross the T's. Rodgers has to get his physical, make sure that trade can get finalized before the draft this weekend. But I think it caught a lot of us by surprise.
It did, especially going into that press conference, which you said was regularly scheduled anyway, and then it just did an about-face minutes before it kicked off
The
today.
tone of Brian Gutekunst's press conference today, definitely changed about 15 minutes before it started. And, it's kind of what we've been waiting for, right? And the news we thought it would happen draft week, and here we are, the first day of draft week. Aaron Rodgers on his way to New York.
Yeah, we've been hanging on his every word, and we've been waiting for, 6 weeks now, and we knew this was going to come, and here it is, and now we finally know what's going on, and finally we can all move forward with the Packers franchise and their future.
And Cameron, I know you were his favorite meteorologist. So
I know.
That's one of my favorite Rodgers moments when he called me out at a press conference, says, I'm not going to Cameron Moreland this thing. That's number 2 on the list, though. Number 1 is the playoff run back in 2010 and then winning 13 straight the next season. I mean, that was just... That's probably the best period ever for Packers, as far as I'm concerned. That Super Bowl victory and then 13-0.
Yeah, well, it's 6 straight going back to the regular season that year, and so you had a 19-game winning streak there.
They had to win to get in, and they just went on a tear and won everything. It was awesome.
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching at 10 tonight. Good night.